Welcome. Welcome to the Bounce Back Empowerment Conference. Now say this with me. Bounce back. Yes, I can. Unstoppable. Unstoppable, free and fearless. Unshakable.
Bounce back, bounce back. Unbreakable, unshakable, nothing stops you in your track. Bounce back, bounce back. Uplifted, inspired, feel your positive unpack.
Never, ever. Never giving up. Encouraged, uplifted, inspired, empowered, motivated.
Bounce back, bounce back. Unbreakable, unshakable, nothing stops you in your track. Bounce back, bounce back. Uplifted, inspired, feel your positive unpack.
Yes, yes, yes I can. Yes I will. Yes I believe. Yes, yes, yes. Heart, be still.
Bounce back, bounce back. Unbreakable, unshakable, nothing stops you in your track. Bounce back, bounce back. Uplifted, inspired, feel your positive unpack.
Bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back.
I'm going to turn over to our last and final presenter today, Miss Astrid. I'm so happy to have you. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to share a little bit about her. Astrid Mueller is a multifaceted creative brand strategist and an intuitive business guide. She helps people recharge their batteries, connect with their heart, and spark their dream lives. Astrid is a breast cancer thriver. I don't see no survivor. I see thriver, which I love. And she has been healing with tremendous resilience and sparkle, which she cultivates through her creativity, curiosity, and joy, among other magical self-empowerment ingredients. She wrote the book called Permission to Sparkle and designed a fun and intuitive card game. Play with her and turn up the magic you want in your own life. Without further ado, I present the sparkling, the gorgeous, the beautiful Astrid.
You're such a great presenter. Thank you so much, Sabria. And thank you everyone for being here. In the name of yourself, I'm so excited to be part of this and to be able to be a spark in this presentation. And my intention for you all is now to help you take that spark and actually make it a thing for 2022. And so, hang on one second. I got a message here. Okay, perfect. No, it's all good. It asked me to unmute myself and I already did that. Okay, so Sabria, you don't know that, but you had the perfect segue for what I wanted to start with, because my first small moment before we get creative and use some coloring pens, colors that you have, and a piece of paper, I actually want to also ask you a question, and that was what you already started. It is, what would you like to see in 2022? And so what you wrote down already, see if you want to make that more specific. What do you truly want? And I'm just giving you a quick inspiration here. What it can be something, whatever your heart says to you right now to make your life more sparkly? Is there something in your life that really comes up? Like, it could be like a relationship, it could be something in business, or it could be like a whole different life experience. Maybe you'd like more space in your business, more joy, whatever it is. Allow that to come up, and perhaps add that to what you wrote to the intention already. And as you become more present with this for yourself, with this desire of how you'd like to make your life more sparkly, ask yourself, how do you want to feel when this is happening? What is your joy experience that you'd like to call in? And see if you can have like 1 to 3 words that you want to, that really come up for you to experience. And those can be guiding words for you for your whole year. It's going to be really awesome if you want to keep them with you. So choose feel good words, and you can then always come back to them at any moment, which is one thing that I have done with the word joy. This one word, it has literally changed my life. Last winter, at some point in my cancer healing journey, where I was also facing all kinds of challenges, it was a lot coming together. It wasn't just my cancer healing, it was being in a new city, not having my normal friend support network, recently having been divorced, COVID, in the middle of chemo, did I already say that? Not feeling great, also being in the middle of a business sabbatical / reboot, and really focusing on my inner growth and thinking like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? And like, what do I need to tweak? And doing a lot of mindset work. And at some point I realized that I can either choose to focus on those things, or I can choose joy. And I realized I needed to and wanted to choose joy, because it literally is healing energy. And when I started choosing that in everything that I did, I transformed my life by simply asking that question, what makes me feel joy in every moment? And it was, you know, like even extreme examples of like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling really terrible right now. I can't do anything in chemo, you know, like sometimes you had moments like that. And maybe the answer was simply like lay on the bed, open the window and get some fresh air. And then that brought me joy, you know? So those words are super powerful. So choose the words or the word that you want to feel. And that can be an amazing guiding image. So that being said, I have a creative prompt for you, and take an actual piece of paper, separate piece of paper, and this is blank right now. So what we're going to do something fun real quick. Fold it in half, and it's going to be looking like this. And then on both sides, we're going to fold it back down. So it's going to look like this, where you have a middle that is a middle crease. So you fold it at once like this. And now you take the top and you fold the top down just a little bit. It doesn't matter where exactly. You just make kind of, fold it back down again. Let's do this so I can show this to you. So I fold it down once, and then you do the same thing on the other side. Like this. So basically, you went from this half to like down a little bit here. I hope this makes sense. And the same thing on the other side. You end up with this kind of M shape. Okay. Does everybody have that? Okay, perfect. Not rocket science. Cool. So now we have two sides that we can get creative with. And I want you to look at the right side. You flip it over. If the paper is open, like take the right side and make work with this one. This is the side of where we're going to do a quick creative project of what you want to experience. And so you can write on top, I am experiencing in present tense, and then whatever it is you chose. And make it short and sweet. And then you can add to it and feeling your words that you chose. And feeling, so basically I'm writing this on the top of the page. I am experiencing my desire. You fill that in and feeling the words. And then take a super quick intuitive moment of creativity. So pick colors that represent this energy to you of this already happening. And we're going to doodle real quick. So you could either consciously pick colors or even close your eyes and pick colors. I love to play with intuition and simply close my eyes and see what comes up. I'm going to pick 3 colors and I'm going to do a quick doodle with that. So we're tuning into that and having fun. So I have 3 colors right here. And then we're gonna simply do a little expressive drawing here that expresses our emotion of this already happening. So have fun. Oh my goodness, this is cool. The color, and I'm doing this with you as I am speaking. When I pick the colors blindly, the fun thing is then you can ask yourself afterward, whoa, what does this color typically mean to me? And you can surprise and delight yourself. Like we heard earlier from Sabria of like, oh, the universe is giving me signs. It's so much fun to use art intuitively that way and to allow ourselves to get universe signs from, oh, this color came to me and it had a message to me because that color always means joy to me, for example, right? So showing to you because we're running on short time, which is perfect, which shows you don't have to be an artist to do this, and it can be super powerful even really quickly. So without much thinking, I just doodled this with 3 colors and it already feels really powerful for me. So you can, of course, spend more time with yours and you get to, but we'll actually have more that we're doing in this. So just really quickly, I'll tell you like how this can be powerful for me and for you with your drawing is like after you can sit with this drawing, say like, oh my goodness, what did I doodle? And what does each color represent for me? And then you can be curious, what does this mean to me and how does it make me feel? And it can be a powerful guiding image for you to represent your desire already happening. So just be curious and allow that to sink in for yourself. So for me, for example, purple stands for spirituality and spirit, and that this showed up blindly at the center is like really powerful to me. Yeah, so okay, so I'll leave you with this and a curiosity, and we maybe we'll have a super quick moment for share. I'm not sure if we'll have enough time, but I want to make sure that you get the full creative project. So now that we have your desire for this coming year on the right side, let's flip it back to where we're at right now. So the total other side, flipping it over on this big blank page. This will be where you are right now. So just right now on the top. And so this can be a space to express yourself, like where you're at right now and what is not happening, you know, like the contrast of like, so you can pick, do a quick creative project for this, or write for yourself like, oh, I'm missing this, or like, oh, this hurts, or this sucks. You know, this like really express where you're at. And it can, of course, also have the gratitude piece, but there obviously is a place you want to get from here to another place. So be really honest with yourself of where you're at and express that either with words or with colors or both. And it can also be like a really powerful expression of wildly using colors. Like you see, I'm using oil pastels here, and just really boldly drawing, kind of like in kindergarten, and it can be very cathartic of expressing our emotions that are also not always like, sometimes you have anger or whatever, like letting them out is super healing and expressive. So just putting that on paper of where you're at now, doing that for just a moment. I'll give just a moment of space for this. And tune in to what doesn't feel good for you right now, like what does not feel so sparkly right now. And then I'll have a last bit. And I know we're on top of the hour almost. Can I have like 5 more minutes or 4 more minutes, Sabria? Okay, perfect. I want to make sure people have enough time to reflect on this. Okay. So again, you can stay curious with this project when we get off the call. This can be a super cool catalyst for you actually to step into 2022. Even over the next few days, you might get more wisdom as you stay present with these drawings. So what you have now, you have like the now, and you have your desire for 22, what you want to experience. And now we have this really cool crease in the middle. So here's a thing that we haven't fully achieved yet, right? And we want to manifest it like this M. So in the middle, I have a few questions for you that you can play with. And the biggest question here is, what does it take for me to allow and create this 2022 experience? And this is a curiosity prompt, and you can write that on top as well. What does it take for me to allow and create this 2022 that is on the right side? And then be curious what comes to you. I'm going to write that here myself real quick. What does it take to allow, for me to allow and create this? And here you might already have gotten some powerful answers. Examples I'm going to give you to springboard your mind. It can be, it might take accessing some superpowers of yours that you already have, like some inner courage, simply deciding to do it. We heard some powerful things already today, right? It might mean letting go of a certain belief where you thought you can't do it. We had powerful conversation of like from a third world country, like launching amazing business and anything is possible, right? So might you have to let go a mindset or an old story of you don't deserve, or you're dreaming too big, you want too much money, whatever it is. What do you need to let go in order to allow this to happen? And then you can also, if you want, you can also get creative in that. For me, I did one yesterday for myself, where I actually, for me, what it takes to manifest my desire in the middle is joy energy, as like one of the really powerful ones. And if I stand in that, in everything I do, joy gives me courage, joy gives me creativity, creativity creates joy, all those things, right? So that helps me go through any challenge and manifest this, no matter how impossible it might seem. And so you can stay curious with that. And the cool thing is, when you do that, any obstacles that seem like a gap right now, here's this cool metaphor with this drawing. You can put it together and then you see it can happen right now. It's like so super fun. And like, so it's magical, it's manifesting, it can happen right now. So the only thing that's in the middle is our own, anything that where we don't allow ourselves the support, or we don't believe in ourselves, whatever. So this is a beautiful playground for us without judgment, right? It's like we're all growing. It's the whole premise of my book too, the permission to sparkle. Where it's an adventure. So and this is our adventure in the middle where we get to grow, which is a really, really powerful, awesome thing. So, so that being said, from here, stay curious what your inspired action is, by asking your heart of taking a first step towards your desire of making this happen. Because that will be the thing to get the ball rolling. So you get a lot of wisdom. And now will be to like, oh, what is my first inspired action to do this? And sometimes it's making a phone call. Sometimes it's taking a nap, going for a walk, or sending an email, whatever it is, whatever your heart tells you, take those inspired actions and they get the ball rolling. And whenever you get stuck in the crease, you can come ask that question again and play with this again. So yeah, so that's my inspired play prompt for you guys to get in motion and get rolling towards your desires for 2022.